Hey guys, Creator Mom. Happy Tuesday. I wanted to make a quick video on an excerpt from the book I'm reading, Manifestation Through Relaxation by Tim Grimes. He reads, or he there's an excerpt by Florence Scovel Shinn where she talks about this biblical story of the men in the desert. So anyways, the point of my video is the concept of preparing for the best instead of preparing for the worst. Have you ever heard that phrase? I've heard it growing up. You got to prepare for the worst, but I think it's more than that. Maybe like you got to act like something about the best, but prepare for the worst. I don't know. Anyways, it says here, if one asks for success and prepares for failure, he will get the situation that he has prepared for. For example, a man came to me asking me to speak the word that a certain debt would be wiped out. I found that he spent his time planning what he would say to the man when he did not pay his bill, thereby neutralizing my words. He should have seen himself paying the debt. So the man was visualizing what he would say, right? Had he not paid the bill. But she says he should have been visualizing or seeing himself having the debt paid. We have a wonderful, but then we get caught up in what's rational, right? We think the worst is rational and the best is irrational. We have a wonderful illustration of this in the Bible relating to the three kings who were in the desert without water for their men and horses. They consulted the prophet Elisha, who gave them this astonishing message. Thus says the Lord, you shall not see wind, neither shall you see rain, yet make this valley full of ditches. So, like in other words, there's no reason there. You're not going to see any visual reason why you should do this action because it does not seem like it will rain, according to like rationality or whatever or reasoning. And another thing I was thinking was not only that, I'm like, if they're in a dry place and they're digging ditches, like I could imagine that takes amount of physical effort, and like I could imagine that one would become very thirsty doing this. So it's kind of like, why would I dig a ditch when I don't see that rain is coming? I'm going to get thirsty. I'm going to die. Like, I'm going to die of dehydration if I dig these ditches, you know? It's so interesting. But it's like people say, well, like, that's what faith is about, right? You're like, I'm going to die. I can't do that. Like, but it's like, yes, you can. Anyways, so it says, man must prepare for the thing he has asked for when there isn't the slightest sign of it. But like at times we ask for things, but then we're like busy entertaining the lack thereof or whatever. So he says, this is how you can align yourself with abundance. Anyways, that was all Francis Scovel Shinn's writing. So Tim says, this is how you can align yourself with abundance. You emotionally prepare for the absolute best by feeling it as already being here. You don't rationally prepare yourself for failure by emotionally worrying about what you don't have, which is what most people do. You are a creator of things. You're not reactive to things. As Neville always said, signs follow, they do not proceed. If you think rationally of why you will fail, then you will fail. On the other hand, if you have spiritual faith and certainty in your feeling, success will come. In the biblical story Shinn refers to from the second book of Kings in the Old Testament, the men dig ditches in the dry desert, although there is absolutely no sign or rational reason to expect even a drop of rain. The next morning, it pours profusely. We decide to assume what we feel as being real, even when there is no rational explanation that could confirm its existence. So yeah, I just thought that was an interesting story to share. And maybe you can find parallels for that in your life, you know, like what you want, your physical world and the way that things are right now completely tell you there is absolutely no reason for you to expect that. But we have the ability to hold on to the feeling, right? It's more than a feeling. It is. Yeah, we have the ability to hold on to that feeling and to see what we desire come to fruition in ways that we don't know how sometimes with our rational reasoning mind. All right, everyone, take care and have a great Tuesday.